Hi guys, it's Harvey, and welcome to the second episode of the Making the Demon Lord series. In this episode, we're going to be doing some modelling. We're going to be making the sword as well as the armour for this guy. So without further ado, let's dive in. Before we start, I've actually been working on this guy in between the first and second video. So as you can see, it's changed a lot from the last video. Still much the same thing we've covered in the last video. I'm still just concepting, just going into more detail. We'll be refining this in the next video once I'm happy with the design. Okay, so now I'm just sculpting up this helmet, creating a sort of draft that we can work from in Maya. We're now in Maya. I have exported the helmet from ZBrush and imported it into the scene. To begin with, I'm just using the same technique you would use if you were creating topology for something organic like a character. It's called retopology, and it's where you use a high poly mesh as a guide of sorts, laying actual topology over the top, ensuring you get the shape of the design right. It works well for this because the helmet is kind of organic in design. I find if you want something super clean and inorganic, it's better to use standard modeling techniques. This is just one approach, it's up to you what you use, as long as you're happy with the end result. Now this looks a little confusing, but I'm basically just modeling it as if it was a normal helmet. I'm then extruding the faces to make the inside. Then I'm deleting the outside faces, so we're left with only the inside of the helmet. I'm then building the rest of the helmet around it. I do this as it's the only real way to create a helmet like this. Just modeling the outside of the helmet and then extruding it to try and create an inside will cause problems in some parts of the model because it's pointy ends and it's unnecessary topology. So throughout this process, and this is the same with the armour, I'm just using a combination of retopology and standard modelling tools. Okay, so this is the finished result. Now I'm modelling the sword. I'm starting with the blade. For this design, I wanted something more simple and modest. I imagine this sword was created by primitive people, but then imbued with powerful dark enchantments, and that's the same design I went with for all the armour. Just using standard modelling tools to create this sword. Swords are pretty simple to model. Now onto the armour, nothing fancy, just the same as before with the helmet. Okay, and that's everything done. I'm going to UV unwrap everything off camera. Hope you guys enjoyed the second video in the series. Don't forget to subscribe and like, and I will see you in the next one.